Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariel and I make videos about books. So today we have my February TBR. I picked out 10 because I usually read about 10 to 12 books a month. So these are the ones I want to prioritize. And yeah, I'm not really gonna go in any order here. We're just gonna get into it. So I'm gonna start with one book that I've already finished because I started it in January. Yeah, January, and then I finished it literally today. And that is Magnolia Parks. This book, guys. I have a vlog coming out of me reading this series, so I'll talk more about it there, but I loved this. It was so toxic, like everyone has said, but it was also so real, and the characters felt like real people, and the scenarios they were in felt real and maybe not relatable, but something that you could imagine like actually happening. And it was just very refreshing to read in that way, because I feel like a lot of romance books are kind of superficial, which I love, but it was a nice little refreshing turn of events. But this is not a review of the books that I read. So that we're reading in February, already read in February, January. Next book is one that I've been reading for a very long time, and I don't know, I just haven't been able to get through it. A Court of Mist and Fury. This saddens me that I'm not super into this. I got more into it at about like page 300, but the beginning of this, I don't know. Same with A Court of Thorns and Roses. At the beginning, I just was not sold on the story, and it just feels like a lot is told to you at the beginning of both of these, because this has a lot of, you know, new developments in the universe that kind of distract from the story in a way. I don't know, but it's getting better now and I'm more in it. So I'm hoping the third book is the one that like really does it for me, because both this one and ACOTAR were like kind of like 3 to 3.5 star reads for me. So we'll see. I do love Resand, I do, but I don't know, this book, I don't know why it's not gripping me. I think it kind of changed for me when they went to the like water world, water court. Not water court, summer court, was that it? I don't even know. But this isn't a review for this either. But yeah, I want to finish this. I have about 200 pages left, so Venus, hoping to finish that. Then on to the books that I have not started to read. So it's February. It's Valentine's Day, it's Valentine's month, and I was like, this is the month that I'm going to get into poetry, or at least try to read poetry and see how I feel about it. So I picked up this tiny little cute book. This is Love Poems collection of Pablo Neruda's poetry, and I guess he's a Nobel laureate winner, so that's cool. I already started reading these. It's so cute. They're so little and just, yeah. And the format of this is very cool because on one side it's in Spanish and then the other side it's in English, so that is fun. Because you kind of get like the original and then the translation. Maybe it'll help with my learning of Spanish. And yeah, I'm excited to read this. I think I'm gonna approach poetry by reading it all the way through and then like picking it up throughout the rest of the week and seeing like, let me read one poem again and the next. I don't know how you read poetry, like if you read it all the way through or if you break it up. I don't know, but I'm very bad at breaking up things. so like short story collections. I'm so bad at reading those, so I think I'm just gonna read it all the way through. But yeah, it's so cute. It can like fit in my pocket. I love it. 3 other poetry books that I also want to get to, but I'm probably gonna make a video about that, so I'll just show this one, which is like the one that I really want to read this month. Then we have Jane Austen's Teenage Writings, and this is the Oxford World Classics edition, and I'm usually not like a huge fan of this edition, but something about this little cartoon is so funny and cute and I love it. This is just a bunch of Jane Austen's early writings from like when she was 12 to, I don't know, 16. I made up that second number. And it has like Love and Friendship, The Beautiful Cassandra, those kind of things, a lot of letters that she wrote. And yeah, I want to go through her collection of works starting from the beginning and going all the way through chronologically. So I'm gonna start with this month. Oh, that's cool. It has like a full chronology of Jane Austen's life in here. That's fun. So yeah, that. Then I guess this is, okay, I read Before the Coffee Gets Cold at the end of last month and then finished it today. So I guess I could have shown that too, but I really liked it and I am already gonna start the second book, which is Tales from the Cafe. And yeah, this is just a continuation, I'm guessing, of the same kind of vibe as the first one. Different stories of people going back in time that will make me cry, sob, like a little baby. So that is Tales from the Cafe. Then I have 2 little YA fun throwaway romances, and those are Better Than the Movies and The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. I have never read a Lynn Painter book. That was a complete lie. I read that tiny book she has called Accidentally Amy, and I really liked her writing, and I really liked, I don't know, her humor in it, but it was very short and like not a, you know, a full like edited and like published and all that book like these are. So I'm excited to read a full complete book of hers, I guess. This one is literally about Valentine's Day, and the couple like gets in like a time loop and they have to do Valentine's Day over and over again. That's what I've heard. And yeah, I'm like, what better time to read this? And I've had this sitting on my shelf forever, so I want to get to that as well. Then I consider February to be like the last month of winter, even though it's still usually cold in March. Sometimes where I live it will snow in March but not snow in December, January, or February. But in my mind, I classify winter as December through February, and then March through May I classify as spring. So needless to say, I'm reading this month for sure. This is Winter by Ali Smith. This is in her seasonal quartet series, and I want to read these in each of the seasons that she writes about, and I was waiting for like a snowy day to read this, but it hasn't snowed here, so I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and read it now. And then I have The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I'm actually very excited to read this. This has also sat on my shelf for a very long time, and I haven't read a thriller in a bit. I can't remember what the last thriller that I read was. I think it was in like December. So I'm excited to read a thriller. I really liked The Paris something by her. That was really good. I didn't like The Hunting Party, so I'm kind of like split on her. Like The Paris, why can I not remember that name? The Paris one I loved. I gave it like a 4-star, and then The Hunting Party I hated and gave it like a 2-star. So we'll see. I've heard that people who don't like The Hunting Party like this one, so I'm hoping that is the case for me. And this is about a wedding happening on like a remote island, and then murders start happening. So great time. Then lastly, for the books that I have planned to read this month, The Light Pirate. This is a book that I got with my friends to force my friends to read. I buy them book of the month gift cards for their birthday, and then it takes us about that entire year to read the 3 books that they get from the gift card. We like agree on a book and then we get it and we read it. So we agreed on this one, The Light Pirate. This one sounds a bit like Where the Crawdads Sing. It's about this girl who some sort of like natural disaster dystopian thing happens and she's left alone to figure out her life. She lives in Florida, and yeah, a giant hurricane hits. But it kind of sounded like Where the Crawdads Sing, specifically because of this line in the summary. It says, "In this town abandoned by civilization and remade by nature, Wanda loses family, finds community, and comes to terms with a mysterious purpose that has been whispering to her for all these years." So that kind of focus on nature and of like the community and kind of finding your place in the world when you don't have any family, it feels very Where the Crawdads Sing, and I liked that book, so we're gonna see about this. So those are all of the books that I plan on reading this month. I'll probably add a few more as I finish these. And yeah, I'll update you at the end of the month how these went. So yes, thank you for watching. And I don't know why I just got so close to the camera, but yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you later on. Bye.